Welcome to Shark Farmer TV. We're here at Beck's at Atlanta, Indiana. We're talking with Kevin, and Kevin is doing these root reveals, which are super cool. You get the coolest job at the whole darn plant, don't
Exactly.
you?
Well, you say cool, but we're in a greenhouse.
That's right.
Yeah.
We need to knock this off.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show.
Unstoppable, unshakable, but it rolls off the tongue, unfakeable. It's unavoidable. He's so relatable. Read between the lines, start to loosen up your mind. A ground shaker, a rule breaker. Hold tight, he'll roll you through every acre. So get ready for the next shaker.
That's a raccoon. I don't know if you can see it. That's a raccoon climbing down the bend there. I guess we don't have the video of what climbed down the other bend. Maybe Bigfoot. But the stupid trash panda, he's running down there, he jumps, yeah. He's probably going to hide in your combine. He's probably gonna go hide in the blower of your combine and then cause $3,000 worth of damage when you turn it on. Even though the thing's been running for 15 minutes, you backed it out of the shed, you took the head off, you've been working on it. The thing's been running, it's been high idle, and then, all right, it's time to fire it up. Raccoon never got out of the fan. Don't be going, what happened to the raccoon? Who cares? $3,000 damage to my combine. Better not see one email about the raccoon.
You definitely don't see this every day. I'm gonna see if the silo pattern is working today.
I wouldn't have guessed a fish farm looked like that. When we had a corn crib, it always laid corn. I can't imagine what this thing does. Can you imagine checking your bins with your canoe or your kayak? Better than climbing a ladder, I guess. I watched this video, because the wind's blowing, the door's up. It was shortly after we got a new door put on our shed. It was a really cool door for our fuel trailer, Thunder Creek fuel trailer. It's all logoed up and everything like that. It's kind of a big deal for us. And then I saw this video. And that night, I had a dream that we had a storm come through, and this was happening to that new door. It was just flapping around there. And I was just sitting there going, well, this is what you get. This is what pride does. Like when you do something and you're like, oh man, I'm so happy with the way that looks. That's what pride does. The good Lord comes along and says, here's your pride, meet my storm. And your door's gonna be going like this. It was just a dream, but it affected me. And I wanted to share that with you. I didn't want to have this dream by myself. I wanted all of us to share in it. I feel really bad for these guys because not just one door, but two doors. It sucks, right? We've all been there with storm damage. But I might be so bold as saying, at least it wasn't that new door. I know that's selfish. I know, but it's brand new. Imagine that. We waited weeks for this door, and then they put it in, and then that next morning I woke up thinking that door was trash. So, again, I feel horrible for these guys, but glad it wasn't me.
Well, how in the is everybody else's Monday going today? I'll show you my Monday. It's not a good one right now. Well, there's our Monday right there. Well, if anybody's got a 326, 315 newer excavator somewhere in there, we're in the market now. She's toast. He was walking across here to help these guys get unstuck. Their tractor got stuck, and well, this thing, well, she toast now. That's how our Monday's going.
He's remarkably calm. Maybe because it's Monday? Have you tried turning on the air conditioning? You cool it off a little bit. Regardless or irregardless, I wish I could channel his zen.
You keep moving. Don't hold it.
I know. I'm just making sure you don't.
Right. Ready?
Make sure you don't pass out.
Just hold it. What are you doing?
What you're seeing here is the birth of a hero, right? This young man, I don't know anything about him, but the fact that he takes a hot shot hit to the tongue and doesn't flinch. They're handing him money afterwards. They should. If I was there, I would hand him money. And that's the yellow hot shot, not the blue. I mean, that one gives you a jolt. This is the coolest cat to ever live. If you paid me $1 million, I couldn't do this. I mean, I could get shocked on the tongue, yeah, but I would fall on the floor and I'd be in the fetal position weeping like a child. He's just like, oh yeah, do it again, man. Hand me some more money. I don't know what to say. I know we have the American eagle, the bald eagle. That's our mascot as a country, but I'm thinking maybe this guy should be.
This week's machinery clip of the week is presented by John Deere.
It's a bit soft there, boys. Yeah, I guess that's why the side panels always come loose, because you're ripping them out. This isn't in the U.S., so, you know, we can laugh. We are back on the streets of Nashville talking to people all over the country. We're seeing what they know about agriculture and how showing the farm life connects everyone.
You should go back and while the farmers are sitting there talking, you should just walk up and say, hey, got a surprise, guys. We're going all vegetarian here at the retirement home, and see what they say.
They probably wouldn't like it. But I will ask
Let them
that.
get all fussed up.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will. I will, Rob.
We're here on the streets of Nashville. We're going to find out what people know about agriculture and how it connects all of us. All right, we're here with,
My name's Erin.
and
This is Rick.
you guys are father-daughter?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and where are you from?
Both from Delaware.
Yes, and what are you doing?
So we were taking a road trip from Delaware to Arizona to drop my daughter Erin off at vet school at Midwestern.
Vet school?
Yes, Midwestern over at Arizona.
All right, we're here with,
Mimi,
and where are you from?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha.
Yes.
All right. Out there with the cows and the corn.
Cow in the corn.
That's right.
Little Husker.
What are you doing in Nashville?
I listen to a lot of country music
Yep.
and people watching and hang out with my best friend.
Just having fun?
Always.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it your first time here?
Yes.
So tell me about this road trip. What have you done so far?
So we left Delaware yesterday. We made it into Knoxville. So of course we had to stop at Buc-ee's.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
so we did that yesterday. Today, obviously we're hitting Nashville. That's how we're here. We're going to Russellville, Arkansas tonight.
Yep.
The next day we're going to Amarillo, Texas. And then we're going off to Holbrook. We're going to stop in Winslow to go stand on the corner. And then we're going into Glendale.
Okay. Do you have a choice in all this?
No. He did the whole itinerary, but that's fine by me. I would rather just be for the ride.
Yes. So what do you do for a living?
I'm a cook for a retirement home.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Does everything have to be mushy?
No, it does not.
Okay. What is what's the favorite? When you say, oh, it's meatloaf life and everybody goes crazy, what's the favorite there?
They do like the steak and
Yeah.
loaded baked potato and
Oh.
of course chocolate cake.
What do you load the baked potato with?
Bacon.
Is it important to you guys what you eat?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So what do you look for when you're buying food? Do you buy labels, organic, that type of stuff?
I usually try to find local first.
Yeah.
Right, and then we'll go organic, but
Yeah. How about you? What do you eat?
Same thing.
Okay.
But definitely farm to table, fresh vegetables. I prefer the farmer's market over the supermarket stuff that's shipped in.
Gotcha. So are you pretty tied in with agriculture and where food comes from and that?
Somewhat.
Somewhat, yeah. I'm a farmer, so I don't know. I could not cook for a retirement home. Believe me, I think we'd have a lot of uncomfortable people. I'm going to show you some tools that I use on my farm, and we'll see if you know what they are.
Okay.
Okay. How about that?
all right. So it's a John Deere.
It is. Best in the business.
Hay baler.
Yes. Excellent.
Nice.
That'd be a round baler.
Round
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Very good. How about that?
It is some kind of grinder.
It's a hay baler.
Hay bale. Okay.
So the round bales you see out in the fields and that, yeah,
Okay.
this is worth. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with a dethatcher.
No, you can call it whatever you want. What do you think it does?
Strips up the dead grass and and lay down fields.
Yes, hay. So it'll take the hay, it'll fluff it up and put it in a row for that baler.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think about this?
And that is the water irrigation?
No.
No?
That would be like if a farmer cuts hay,
Okay.
that puts it in a row so that baler can bale it on up.
Looks very cool.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of farmers in your retirement home?
There's about 20% of them
Really?
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Do they just sit in a circle and talk about farming
all day.
all day? You should sit in with them and you go, hey, I know what a hay rake is.
Okay. I will let them know that next time.
I would say that's our wheat harvester.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, looks
Okay.
like one of those combine kind
Has
of guys.
nothing to do with big animals, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm not
No.
helping you, Eddie. Yeah, that's a combine. How about this?
That is, I don't know.
It's a silage chopper, so that's going to take the corn and grind it up for the cows.
Okay.
Yeah, so that you can serve your steak.
Yes.
How about that one?
Oh, I'm gonna go with a tiller.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go tiller.
No, not wrong on this one. So that's a corn planter.
Okay.
So the corn seeds will be up there in the
That we
yellow
should have
tanks.
known. Delaware is all
I know,
cornfields.
we should have known
We should
that.
have known that.
It's a giant grader rake.
Giant grater rake. Well, it could be, but it's more used for a corn planter.
Okay.
This they have out in Nebraska.
Okay.
Yeah. Might have that in Delaware. What do you think?
All right, so I'm gonna say that takes the corn and strips the husk.
Yeah. You should know this as a big animal vet. That's a castrator.
Okay.
I mean, it could be.
Definitely a big
Yes.
tractor. Yeah.
No, that's a silage chopper, so that's
Okay.
cutting green corn for
Okay.
cows to eat. Yeah. How about this?
And that is some kind of gray corn tractor.
Well, it'd be a combine, so
Combine,
that's
okay.
going to harvest the crop.
Harvest, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So how many years are you going to be in vet school?
It's 4 years total, 3 years class, 1 year clinical.
So if you could make a wish, what would your job be after 4 years?
I'm hoping to go straight into ranch work, like go right onto a large ranch, bunch of cattle, horses. That would be kind of like the dream job.
That's a lot of work.
It is.
I mean, with
it
the
is.
show, we've shadowed vets, and I mean, it's all day sticking your hand
Yep,
in and all that
it's a
stuff.
lot of work.
And at
but-
the end of the day, I mean, they're fairly beat up.
yeah.
You ready for all that?
Yeah, I think so.
So, like, if dinner's at 6 o'clock at a retirement home, are they lining up at 3:30?
Usually, yes. They call them supper, though. They don't call them dinner. They call them supper.
Is dinner at noon?
Yeah, dinner's at noon.
That's not lunch.
No,
Then when do you eat lunch?
they don't eat lunch.
And breakfast is breakfast.
Breakfast is breakfast.
No brunches.
No brunches.
And then
Snacks.
at noon is dinner.
Snacks. Noon is snack time.
Noon is snack time. So they just eat all day.
Pretty much.
Well, I love it that even without a farm background that you joined FFA and it's kind of led you to where you are
It has,
today.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Made me who I am today.
that's right. Well, go on Blue Jackets. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a fun trip.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
What are you going to do for the rest of the day?
I'm going to do some shopping, some
Yeah.
eating, and some drinking.
Okay. Listening to some music?
Always music.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, you've been a lot of fun.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for talking
nice
with
to
us.
Meet you, Ralph.
You betcha.
You have a blessed day.
You too. Coming up next, we're in Atlanta, Indiana. We're at Beck's Hybrid. We all know what corn looks like above the ground, but after the break, we're going to see what's underneath. So we're here at Technology Days in Atlanta, Indiana, and we're talking with Kevin Culver. Now, you are the greenhouse manager.
That's correct.
What does that mean?
So I've been here for 20 years, and I've lived in the greenhouse the whole time. So
Really?
yeah. So this started out 20 years ago.
Started as a little sprout.
Pretty much, yeah. I have grown along the way.
Yeah.
So we had 2 greenhouses at the time. They had just built the greenhouses, and they needed someone to come in and manage the system.
Okay.
So I started then 20 years ago. I've been in the same office the whole time, and we've expanded. Main focus in the greenhouses is our trait conversion.
Yeah.
So we're taking inbreds from our breeding department, and we're inserting the herbicide and insect traits into those lines and getting them ready for production. That's the way it all started out, but having a greenhouse, you always get side projects.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about this side project.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
Yeah, so this is our new root reveal system. So we started this a couple years ago, and we've done so much studying of plants above ground for 100 years.
Yeah.
We've always looked at corn above ground.
It's easy to look above ground.
Absolutely, yeah. But it gets a little harder from here down.
Yeah.
So we can go out and do root digs and things like that, but we really wanted to dig in and see what differences we had in hybrids. And so we came up with this system. So we had some research guys and some product team did some traveling around, wanted to look at some root systems. So they come to the greenhouse and say, let's figure this out.
Okay. What is that stuff? It's not dirt.
No, it's not. So it's actually it's called turfus.
Oh.
And it's what they use it for mainly is on baseball fields.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Softball and baseball fields. But the nice thing is it never breaks down.
Okay.
It absorbs moisture really well, and it'll come off of these roots, and it won't rip those little fine roots off.
Gotcha.
So we can get all of these little fine roots and see them with this material. So we may change the direction of that root a little bit until it finds that channel, but this is the genetic potential. The thing that limits that is population.
Okay.
So when we start putting them in population, the mass of that system does go down a little bit. Yep.
I remember it was 1985 and we had a drought.
Yeah.
I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And my dad was fixing a tile and we were 5 foot down and he's showing me that the corn roots had found it.
They were looking.
It was a lesson to me that it could do that. But, you know, to actually see it like this is kind of mind boggling because we're planting every 6 inches apart with corn seeds. So does that make the roots go in?
So it doesn't, what we found is it doesn't change the angle. That angle is set genetically.
Oh.
So that angle will stay the same.
And they're different.
They are different.
Okay.
So we have 3 categories. So we're talking horizontal, vertical, or a balanced, a little bit of both.
Okay.
And so I relate it to like an umbrella, open or an umbrella closed, or somewhere in between.
Which one's better?
What we found is it depends on your management practices. So we can't say that one system is better than the other or one angle is better than the other. What we found is that some of them work differently on different management practices. So our goal here is to classify these hybrids as those 3 categories, and then really talk to the customer, the end user, and say, what are your management styles? Do you strip till and put a band of fertilizer right in the middle?
Yeah.
We probably want a vertical system to go in that. If we set an umbrella on top of that band, those roots don't hit that band.
Makes sense.
A vertical would.
Yeah.
So there's things like that we want. We don't want to change your management style either. We can't say that there's one better than the other. We just want to make sure we have all of the information so we can give that hybrid everything it needs to move forward.
So as a farmer, I want to know, I'm like, okay, what's going to make me the most money?
Yeah.
I want that plant to yield the best and I want it to stand up.
Yeah.
Is this going to make some answers come through to you?
I think it will. And I think it'll be, what I really would like to see is customers, when they start the season and they're planting that corn, they have this in the back of their mind. They know what this system is going to do. They know the angle it's going to grow, and they can maximize then their inputs and operations to make sure that these roots don't grow towards nutrients. They just happen into it.
Okay.
We want to make sure that we intercept that root. So knowing where that root system's going, that tells me what I can do to place that nutrient or change that population. So population's another big thing versus fertility. As you start getting a more vertical type system, it's kind of like kids sitting in the back seat. Put 3 kids in the back seat and they're elbowing each other saying, get out of my space.
Yeah.
You know, the corn plants are the same way. They want their space. A more vertical system, we can put plants tighter together and we still don't have that interaction in that top 3 or 4 inches. Where a horizontal system, it's going to take a little more space. Now I say that it may need less population or it may need a different row width, something like that. So
You are giving me what I want. I want a straight silver bullet, 300 bushel an acre,
would never fall down plant.
Yeah, and
Make that happen.
that would be nice. I would like to be able to do that.
You wouldn't have to work again. If
That's
you could
true. That's true. Yeah.
You sure you're just not doing cool stuff? I mean, because this is pretty cool.
It is cool. It's something that we haven't really got to see as an industry.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of learning yet to go. We've been at this for 2 years.
Yeah.
I've grown about 150 of these boxes. So, you know, it's still young.
You need
There's a lot
better
more
presentation when you.
Well, I'll work.
Literally, you need to rip that bottom off and just have it all, and just
Instant,
Yeah.
boom. Well,
you would hear a gasp.
Yeah. It is really fun to sit here and dump one of these in front of a group of people because they haven't got to see this.
Yeah.
And to see their eyes light up and they're like, wow, that's pretty neat.
Well, think if you did it quickly.
I know.
You'd be a rock star.
Okay, I'll work on that. So yeah, I'll do the best I can.
Okay.
We're talking about root reveal here.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing is going to be silk reveal.
Oh.
So do you get silk first? Do you get pollen first? Do you get them at the same time? Those types
like
of
the
things.
Chicken and egg thing.
And then how are we going to tie that to root systems? And there's going to be a lot of things coming. It's going to be fun.
And as this material starts falling away, that corn plant was growing, that root intercepted where the water and fertility was, so then it starts putting on a few more roots in that area. You can start seeing now all this mass that we have down here at the bottom. This is something that we never could see outside. You couldn't dig and find that.
So the silk reveal, because I mean, obviously this year, I don't know, pollen wrap, had this thing, whatever. So everybody's kind of have that in the back of their mind going into next year.
Yep.
What and when are we going to learn that?
So it's interesting because, you know, that's something that we hadn't seen a lot of.
Yeah. Is it made up?
No, it's not made up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a real thing. But when you get a silk first and you get really good conditions, so silks are the first thing that give up when you start losing water. So when we start getting dry, silks are the first thing that slows down.
Okay.
Pollen will go ahead and shed. So if you have
what else is it going to do?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take as much moisture for pollen as it does silk.
Yeah.
So silk is mainly all water, so we need water to promote silk growth. When we start getting into really good conditions, we get silks first, we get a little pollen wrap. Now our pollen is delayed even further from that.
Okay.
But, you know, vice versa, when you get into a little drier situation and the silks back off a little bit, if you have a silk first, now it becomes more of a neutral. So you get your pollen and your silk at the same time. So that's a real critical time during that pollination. So we want to study that some more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Right. It looks different from soybean.
It does.
Right.
Absolutely.
What if you took the roots from a soybean and put them onto corn
and produce our own nitrogen?
We can produce our own nitrogen.
Look at that.
Can you do that?
I can't, but I'll try. I'll work on it.
So much.
Maybe we can get you some of that for next year.
So much for greenhouse manager.
Yeah. That's plant breeder. See, I don't qualify for that.
We can always shift blame.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking some time to talk to us because, I mean, I saw you unveil it out there and people were surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see it. It's very cool. So I know you're a busy guy.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for talking with us.
Yep.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Yep. Appreciate it.
Thanks for spending some time with us here on Shark Farmer TV. For more stories about people in agriculture, catch my shows on Rural Radio Channel 147 Sirius XM. There's more in-depth discussions on my podcast, and of course, you can check out previous episodes of this show on my YouTube channel. Find out more at sharkfarmer.com. My corn plants in my field, they're not going to have a root mass like this.
Why not?
Well, because this is like ideal situation.
It is, but the genetic potential is right there.